I don't even know where she got that from, but she had to embarrass me like that. Not only did I have people laughing at me crazy, but I had to get yelled at by a random nun. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Vibes with Spark. I'm Spark. If you're new here, then, do me a favor, subscribe, follow Instagram, follow TikTok. And yeah, and if you're not new here, then you already know the vibes. Today I'm going to be reacting to you guys' most embarrassing moments. Every now and then I add a little question on my Instagram story and ask you guys obviously questions. Last time it was a crazy confession. This time it was your most embarrassing moment. They're always anonymous, so if you ever want to join in, just follow my Instagram and just obviously keep alert. But yeah, let's get into it. I got the surface and we're about to go off. I haven't read through all of them, but from what I can see, most of them are pretty funny. So, and at the end, I'll let y'all in on my most embarrassing moment. I actually have a few. I'm very conscious and I grew up really insecure, so I have a lot of embarrassing moments. I literally just got home from school and I've been so excited to review these for the whole weekend. Oh my gosh. All right. First one. I was playing Roblox hide and seek in class with my friend and I looked away from my phone for a minute, and when I looked back, the guy that was right in front of me. Oh! Why am I struggling? Okay. I was playing Roblox hide and seek in class with my friend and I looked away from my phone for a minute, and when I looked back, the guy that was right in front of me. So I screamed in the middle of class and got all our seats moved. I don't think that's embarrassing. Honestly, I find that kind of funny. I view that as equivalent to falling asleep in class and then randomly you just jump and it wakes you up and then everyone's staring at you. But why are we playing Roblox in class? I've personally never done that. What type of class is this? Are we not isn't class for learning? Why are we playing Roblox in class? But also screaming in class is kind of crazy. Being the reason getting your seat moved is crazy too. Next up. I was at a dance party in 1st grade, and while I was doing the cha-cha slide, I got pants and everybody saw my underwear. Even the teacher started laughing at me. Ow! I'm assuming this is a guy because girls shouldn't be getting pantsed, but having a teacher laugh at you is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The cha-cha slide. Bro. That was crazy. Imagine. I'm not gonna lie. Those are some fighting actions.
Why are you pantsing me?
In front of everybody. Actually, I would have cried and just went home. Because the teacher, bro. What type of teacher is this? Why didn't you say something? What? Next. One time my friend posted a picture saying he was for KK, and at the time my friends called me that. I swiped up and said thank you, and they said it's for their cousin, not me. I mean, that's not as bad if it's your friend, but I could get it's kind of damn, bro, my fault. It's not that bad though. In elementary school, me and my brother were arguing, so he screamed I shit in the bed. It was one time in kindergarten and I had the flu, but I started screaming and I ended up tackling him in the middle of the hallway. I was in the 1st and he was in the 3rd or 4th. Damn. Nah, because I had the flu. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel bad for laughing, but that's kind of funny. Cheated on my girlfriend at my birthday party and she slapped me in front of everybody.
Bombastic.
Right. Okay, so my question is, were you already cheating on the girlfriend? And then she, like, when she found out, she, like, waited for your birthday to slap you in front of everybody? Or were you, like, actively cheating on her at the party and she caught you and slapped you in front of everybody? Because I feel like both of them are bad. Both of them are bad either way, but I feel like getting caught at your own birthday party is crazy. Like, you know, like, I'm your girlfriend. I'm here to support you at your birthday party.
Everyone knows I'm the girlfriend.
But you're over here with the next John.
Oh!
Right. Crazy. Well deserved. Also well deserved. At basketball practice, I was running to the bathroom and the floor was wet inside and I slipped my head on the toilet. You know who this is. All right. So I'm not gonna shout her out. But long story short, yeah. Long story short, we were in basketball practice one day. Like we were watching film in a classroom. And, you know, it's like the middle of the season. We're watching film, cool, calm, collective. One of my teammates spilled her water in the classroom. So she gets up and goes down the hall to the bathroom to go get some paper towels. So we're like, all right, you know, we're still watching film. She's gone. All of a sudden, 30 seconds later, all we hear is a scream. So everyone started laughing because we're like, bro, what the hell could she have done? Like, did she just fall? Like, and it wasn't just like a regular scream. It was a
Very loud scream.
and we heard a thud. So we're like, bro, what just happened? And she comes back and she's like, bro, I just hit my head on the toilet. Bro, we were clowning her forever because it's like,
The toilet, bro.
more importantly, why were you running to the bathroom? It was water. It wasn't like she spilled some sort of like
Biochemical acid that
I would like
burn through the floor.
it was.
Water.
Anyways, moving on. I thought it was tie-dye day for Spirit Week. First of all, you spelled week wrong. Anyways, continuing on. But I didn't have any tie-dye, so I pulled up in the worst fit possible with a sweatshirt with 5 different colors and SpongeBob pajama pants with a bright green fitted. And nobody else wore any colors, and I got posted on everybody's Snap story. This is embarrassing. That's bad. That's really bad. Like, it was cool, like, that I don't know what to say to this, because, like, just why? Bright green fitted?
Where did you even acquire this?
Getting posted on everyone's Snap story is crazy too, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one to talk, I'm not one to judge, but I'm the type of person, if I see something crazier going on the Snap story, and you know there were people swiping up going, what are they wearing? Bro, what is this atrocious fit? Like, that's, and to be the only one, bro, that's bad. You're a trooper, bro. I was playing basketball and some 5'8" kid on the other team jumped over my head and glassed me, then grabbed me and pinned me against the fence and called me a, while his family laughed from the other side. So my first question, did he not get a technical? Because why are we grabbing people up? That's the first question. Having your family laugh on the other side is crazy, because not only are they raising a menacing child, but they're condoning it. That's horrible. So there I was in school. I spotted this 10 out of 10 snow bunny, and she was bad as hell, man. So you know we had to slide. I went up to her and said, yo, I think you look good. Let me give you my IG, right? I gave her my IG. Turns out I was already following her and she wasn't following me, and she low-key never did. That's not even that bad. I feel like there's worse out there. She called you chopped without even saying that you're chopped. Do better. We got to do better as a community. Honestly, I don't have any. I'm a bad ass B. You know what? Period, sis. I love that for you. Honestly, I can't relate, but period. In middle school, I was play fighting with this daddy long leg girl, 6'3", and she pulled my hair, a braid came out, and all the boys started dying laughing. First of all, who's 6'3"? Why is she 6'3" in middle school? Getting a braid pulled out is crazy. Was it a cornrow or a braid? They're both crazy, but getting a corn, like, that's bad, because now you're bald. But I'm not gonna lie, I would have went home and cried myself to sleep. Like, especially because, like, you're in middle school, and it's like you're very conscious of your surroundings, and, like, guys, I feel bad. That's bad. That's really bad. Wait, you were play fighting with her. So, like, why does she feel the need to do you like that? No, see, me and her would have beef because why are you pulling out my hair when we're play fighting? Right. Anyways, moving on. One time I came to school in, like, boot heels, and I fell down the stairs in front of my entire class. I never wore those again. Why would you do that to yourself? Let's normalize not wearing heels in school. I don't think heels are very school appropriate. I mean, I be getting dress coded a lot, but I don't be wearing boot heels. That means that they were
Chunky.
But also, if you can't walk in heels, especially up and down stairs, then why are you wearing them to school? I'm gonna lie, I would have just stayed on the floor because I can't look up at everyone and just see them and hear them laughing at me. Because, like, ugh. This is the last one. It's a little long, but this is the last one before I share mine. This happened literally yesterday. I was eating dinner with my dad, my future in-laws, my boyfriend's parents, and their daughter. Huh? I'm confused. Eating with your dad, and then your boyfriend's parents, and your boyfriend's sister. Okay. I was trying to order food at the restaurant, and I moved my left elbow, which hit my water glass. This is ice cold and filled to the top. I knocked it over, and it spilled to my left, but it's exactly where the daughter was sitting. She was soaked and freezing. I felt absolutely terrible. I'm eternally still dying from the embarrassment, and I feel awful. Still, I can't catch a break. I mean, I feel like accidents happen. Like, it's not like you purposely did it. I mean, I would still feel bad, but I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's more of just like a oopsies. I feel like it's not that embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing, but it's like... Now it's time for me to share my embarrassing moment. I have a few, and I really don't know which one I want to talk about. I think there's just too many for me to, like... I can't just say one, because it's like, there's so many things that I've done that was just like, ugh, and like, it's probably not as embarrassing to people, but it's just like my social awareness and like my own social awkwardness. And like growing up, I used to care more about what people used to think of me. I think what I'm gonna do is pick one from like when I was really, really young, then middle school and high school. So we're just gonna go in order. So I think I was probably about 8. And this is when I first started playing AU. And I was on this team in the city. And you know, it was cool. We were vibing. And then we got a new coach. And you know, we were still cool and we were vibing. Mind you, I was the only black girl on the team. I'm always the only black person, bro. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But anyways, we got this new coach and he couldn't say my name. Like, I don't know what his issue was, but he just couldn't say my name. My name is not hard to say. Like, maybe like, okay, if you're reading it, it's like, but like, everyone on the team knows my name. Everyone says my name fine. So instead of calling me my name, he started calling me Shy. And I honestly despise it when people do this. Like, I don't, like, it's not even like, I'm not gonna lie, it was low-key a microaggression. Like, he's an older white guy and my name's not even ghetto, but he used to call me like Shaniqua. And I'll be like, my name's not Shaniqua. Like, I'm my little 8-year-old self. I'm like, my name's not Shaniqua. Like, my name is Shania. Like, that was a lot of context. But anyways, he has us like lined up on the free throw line, like just like in a straight line. And he's like going over a play. And I distinctly remember this because the whole gym just went silent. Everyone was staring at me. So the play was called Francis. This is why I remember, because the play was called Francis. I don't know what Francis is, but it was called Francis, right? And you know, he has us all lined up. He's like, say Francis, girls. And I've never heard anybody talk like that. So I'm thinking like he's telling us to say Francis. So I say Francis and just say Francis. I said it like Francis. Like I said it the way he had like a little bit of an accent. I don't know where it was from, but he just was like, I was just like Francis. The whole gym stops and it's just like all the white girls just I just wanted to leave the gym at that point. Fast forward to middle school. Every day was an embarrassing moment at this point. 7th grade, right? You know, it was winter time. Bought me this coat. I said, oh, like, I want a new coat, you know. I feel like every kid gets a new coat for Christmas. But anyways, my parents got me this nice, like, it was very long. It went down to the floor. That's how long it was, okay? It was a Ralph Lauren puffer jacket, and it went down to the floor. But it was cute in my eyes, you know. I was like, oh, like, you know, period. It low-key gave body, whatever 7th grade body I had, but, you know. And the first day back to school, I was running late. I remembered, oh my gosh, I remember this so vividly. I walked into class, like, maybe a couple minutes late, but, like, on my way, I found one of my friends. And, like, we walked into class together, and everyone goes, I'm not gonna say her name. We're gonna call her Bob for the shiggles and gets. But basically, we walk into class together at the same exact time we walk into class together. Everyone goes, Bob, there you are. Meanwhile, I'm right next to Shorty, and I'm looking around, and I'm in my head, I'm like, okay. You know, I wasn't really thinking anything of it, but I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool. Shania's here too. But then everyone, like, I'm putting my stuff in my locker, because, like, our lockers are, like, in the back of the classroom. So I'm putting my stuff in my locker, and everyone goes, bro,
Shania, bro, what's up with your coat, bro?
Like, bro, this one dude, he just kept going in. It was like, I genuinely don't, like, mind you, it was like my crush. Like, I had a crush on this one dude, and I literally don't know why. Like, he's so chopped. Like, I see him, like, I've seen him in Target before. It's just like, mind you, he's not even my type. I don't even know why. I don't know, he was like the class clown and my middle school bully. We're not talking about it. I don't know. I have an issue. But he was just like, bro, why is your coat so long? Like, and then at recess, everyone kept saying something to me about it. And it was like, I'm just trying to live my life. And then I went home, and, like, the next day of school, I was like, no, like, I don't want to wear this coat. And my parents were like, no, like, you gotta wear the coat. And I'm like, but I want to wear the coat. Like, I don't want to get bullied. Like, I used to say stuff, and people would be like, shut up with your long coat. Like, now I know, like, it's not that big of a deal. But in the moment, bro, I felt like my world was ending. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, I was so heartbroken that day, because not only was nobody, like, excited by my presence, but then I got bullied for a coat. Mind you, it was Ralph Lauren. Baby, that wasn't a Walmart coat. It was, feel me? And I just didn't, I'm not gonna lie, it's still sitting in my closet. Like, I'm never wearing that again. But my parents made me wear it. Like, and I caused a whole fit about it. Yeah. Moving on to my most embarrassing moment from high school. There's a couple. My freshman year, I had this bio teacher named Miss Eichelberg. Also couldn't get my name right. She called me Sherry for at least 3 months. She was looking, bro, she was like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but in a girl version. Like, she wore a lab coat every single day. Mind you, we're not mixing no chemicals or anything. She's just in that thing comfortably. Anyways, one day, I asked to use the bathroom. You know, no, your girl wasn't going to use the bathroom. She was just going to walk around and waste time. She goes, oh,
I don't feel like signing a pass.
but you could have this. Opens her desk, and I'm thinking, you know, she's gonna give me like a cool, like, wooden pass or whatever, you know, something. I'm thinking in my head, she's just gonna give me a regular type of pass. Girl pulled out a whole bathroom sign. And, like, when I say bathroom sign, I mean the ones that, like, be on the doors where it says, like, men and woman, and it has, like, a little figurine. Bro, walking up to her desk and taking that from her felt like the walk of shame. Like, the whole class is just laughing at me. Did you really have to do me like that? Like, so then I go around the corner, because now I'm like, bro, now I actually have to go use the bathroom. Like, now I have a whole bathroom sign. I actually have to go to the bathroom and lollygag, like, look in the mirror or something. So I'm walking in the hallway. Mind you, it wasn't like regular signs. Like, it was at least like this big. So I'm walking, and, like, the bathroom monitor, she's at the end of the hallway, and it's a nun. Mind you, she's not no regular nun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, there weren't a lot of nuns in the school, but I don't know where she came from, but she was just there. I've never seen her in my life, and I never saw her again. But she gotta be, I'm giving her youngest 84. And I walk up to the desk, because you have to do a little sign-in sheet and leave your pass there. And I sign in, and I give her my pass, and she's like, what is this? So, you know, I'm like, oh, like, this is, I don't know, like, this is just what she, like, mind you, I'm pissed. Like, why did Shorty get, like, I'm pissed out of my mind. And I'm not trying to give her attitude, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, this is just what she gave me. And she's looking at me all crazy, mind you, she's just like, no, you can't use the bathroom. And I'm like, man, like, I can't, like, say, like, this is just what she gave me. She's like, no, like, she needs to write you out a pass. And I'm like, And now there's girls behind me waiting in the line to go use the bathroom, and she's over here trying to argue with me about my bathroom pass. And I'm like, ma'am, like, if you want to go ask Miss Aquabar herself, you could go ask her, but like, I don't know why you coming at me like that. Like, I'm just trying to use the bathroom. I'm not really trying to use the bathroom, but I'm like, I'm just trying to use the bathroom. She's like, no. She's causing a fit about it. And like, she stands up and she's looking at me. Mind you, she's like a solid 5'2", and what I was like a solid, what, like 5'8" my freshman year. And you know, I'm looking down at her, and she's just like, no. And I'm like, oh, like, just leave me alone. So then she was like, fine, whatever. And like, I go in the bathroom and lollygag for like a good 5 minutes, and everyone in the bathroom now, I was like behind me, they're like, girl, like, what was her issue? And I'm like, bro, I don't even know. And I go back out and I sign out and I grab my pass. She's like, no, come over here with that pass again. I'm gonna write you up. So then I walk back to class, and giving her the pass felt like the walk of shame. Because, you know, people could have minded their business and been quiet, but no, they decided to laugh at me again as I'm walking in the classroom giving her a freaking pass. And it's like, it's not all that embarrassing because it's a pass, but it's like, I felt publicly humiliated because I was just trying to walk around and mind my business. But she had to, I don't even know where she got that from, but she had to embarrass me like that. Not only did I have people laughing at me crazy, but I had to get yelled at by a random nun. Yeah. So we're just gonna wrap things up. I hope you guys all enjoyed my reactions. I don't know, y'all thought the last one was funny, so I just thought I'd do it again. And yeah, I will be posting another questionnaire soon. I stay tuned, and you know, follow Instagram, follow TikTok, like, subscribe to the video, and yeah. My embarrassing, well, there's so many more embarrassing moments, bro. But you know, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Sparky out.
Alien. It's got 4 sucker pods from the top.
I want to touch it.
Do not touch that, Shania.